Delinquent culture, join the quest. Pop culture, right? It's the best.
Hello, delinquents. Welcome to Delinquent Culture. I'm Johnny Three Stripes, aka the very best like no one ever was.
Bro, you just can't stop talking, can you?
No.
Like I was gonna introduce myself and you had to like do your little AKA thing and just keep going. But I'm Z Stig 24.
AKA Mr. Bitch about everything.
Just whine about everything. Oh my god.
It's not as bad now that you're not around me all the time. Alright, let's get into our first subject because I'm hyped to talk about this. Sony Pictures and Nintendo released that 2 years from now, March 2027, they are announcing a live action Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh, no way.
Ugh, dude.
Dude, I didn't even first off, I don't know how I didn't even hear about that. But
It was so
that is
subtle. It was so honestly, it was oh shit, I'm too excited. It was Friday. Friday they announced it and I didn't even see it. I was live on Instagram and people were like and somebody was like, "Are you hyped for the new Zelda movie?" And I was like, "Shut up. Shut your mouth. I don't listen to internet rumors. You're garbage." And they're like, "No, it's for real." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So then I looked it up and Sony Pictures actually posted it. So I was like, it's not internet lore. It's not internet lore.
words can't even describe how excited I am, but I really hope it's not a letdown and they make it like super cheesy or corny. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Oh my gosh.
I hope it's as badass as I want it to be.
Yes. And like I have this terrible feeling. I feel like we're gonna get ruined on one of these movies because like Mario, I was so nervous for Mario. Sonic, I was so nervous for Sonic, and both of them were amazing. Both of them freaking slapped as movies, and I love them. And I feel like now we're getting set up for one to absolutely wreck. And if it's Legend of Zelda, I will never, ever, ever forgive Sony Pictures because
Yeah.
bro, I've been waiting like what, 20 years for this? At least. Probably almost, I don't know. Zelda's been around for a long time. I mean, we've been playing for at least 20 some years. And I mean, we lived and breathed Legend of Zelda for a long time.
Dude, it's definitely even one of like the first video games I remember just overly just being like obsessed with. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Dude,
definitely one of the first ones that I was like all in with.
yeah. And I mean, like, Zelda people are just different. You know what I mean? Like, if even like Spider Man, I see somebody with like a Spider Man tattoo. Yeah, yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up. Like, if I see somebody with a Spider Man tattoo, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But if I see somebody with a Legend of Zelda tattoo, I'm like, family,
Yeah.
you get it. You
Yeah.
get it.
Dude, what's crazy is like the most compliments I think I get on tattoos is the Triforce because I feel like it's just like so much more unique for like someone to like appreciate it that like when they appreciate it, they say something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. That's like if you're a Zelda fan, you're a Zelda fan through and through. Like, there's no, there's nothing that really compares to it, honestly.
Yeah.
And like whenever we were young playing Zelda, like if you ever played a one player game that I wasn't in, I was like, this is boring. I hate it. I would either go do something else or make you switch to a two-player game, except for Zelda. Except
Yeah.
for Zelda. I could sit right beside you and just watch you play for hours. It
Well, I
was just
mean,
that good.
you can also help each other figure stuff out because it's not like it's easy. You know what I mean? Like
No.
you have to use like clues and shit to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, it's a
So
thinker.
yeah, no,
Problem solving skills.
dude,
Bro,
every
I was
now and then,
problem solving before I even knew what problems were.
dude, I'll still play it now and be like, I'm completely lost. I don't know what's going on. I've probably played that part like 6 times.
Yeah, even in my videos and stuff, sometimes I'll use little sounds from Zelda and people just know. Like people just know. Like one that I use often is like from Majora's Mask whenever it's like dawn of the final day or night of the first day or something like that. Dun dun. And people know. I'll always get comments and they're like Majora's Mask. I'm like, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So people keep asking me if you could cast any actor as Link, who would you pick?
Oh, dude, that's tough. Any actor as Link. This is gonna sound wild, but I feel like MGK would be a good Link, but he's way too tall.
I thought that. I thought that. Him and Megan dressed up as Link and Zelda a few years ago for Halloween, and
Is that where I'm getting that from? Because I feel like I
probably,
just connected that so much for some reason.
and they looked good.
Yeah.
They
Okay, I
looked
remember that.
good. I
Yeah.
mean, I know he likes Legend of Zelda. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think Tom Holland would be a good Link. If he
Yeah.
dyed
He
his
crossed.
hair blonde,
Yeah. Yeah. No, Tom Holland crossed my mind too, for sure, for sure. Especially like since he already plays like super. I almost said Superman, man. What the heck's wrong with me? Since he already plays Spider Man, right? I mean, it like makes
ugh,
sense for him to
yikes.
be able to like transition into like a Link character too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, I really hate that question because like whenever you get like a big character like that, whether it's, Spider-Man, Link, anybody that's like gonna be like that person, I don't want a big actor. I don't want a big actor.
fair.
Like I love seeing Tom Holland become Spider-Man because that's who he is now. Like he's not Tom
Yeah.
Holland, he's Spider-Man. I want to see some like unknown actor come up and it'll be like forever it'll be like Link. That's Link.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Dude, that sometimes like ruins actors' careers though too. They'll be in like such a big thing and then they don't get cast for like anything else because people just can't see them as playing anything else.
Yeah.
How much would that suck as an actor? Like you are so good at your job being this character that like you get passed up on other roles because people just can't see you as anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I see it both ways. I see it both ways because, like, it would be really cool to be that iconic of
Fair.
a person. But at the same time, that's your bread. That's how you're making your money, is being an
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like, how long did it take Will Smith to get cast as anything because he was Fresh Prince for how long?
Yeah, it did take a while actually.
Yeah, once he did, though, he started making bomb ass movies.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, "Dude, oh, this guy's just a great actor."
Yeah, like, people didn't see him in a serious role for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it took a minute. And then once he like perfected it, man, it was like banger after banger that they came out with.
Oh yeah, yeah. I Am Legend, Hancock.
Yeah.
Dude was the freaking genie in
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Yeah. Pursuit of Happiness, that's a big movie too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Men in Black, Bad Boys,
Yeah, yeah,
ton of
yeah.
movies, man.
What a goat! What a freaking goat! But no, I'm so nervous that they're gonna like make it really cheesy or like give him like that really long nose and long ears like he had in the earlier games.
Yeah. Yeah, make it too quirky.
I hope they don't do it. And also, like, I'll be pissed if he doesn't say a word the entire movie. Like, you just get a yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, does like nobody talks in those games, right? Like no one ever does.
Not out loud. You have to read it.
Yeah, you have to read all of it. So like, what if they made the movie like that?
I'd be pissed.
Everyone just makes noises.
I would be pissed. See, that's why I don't watch subbed anime because I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got stuck so much in Zelda when I was little. I didn't want to read everything. So
click,
half the time
click, 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 click.
I was clicking through because I just wanted to play.
It's like, well, shit. What do I do now?
Yeah, there was a good handful of times I did that.
Same, same.
But speaking on that, what's the best Zelda video game of all time?
Ocarina of Time, hands down. Totally goaded.
You hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I said Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
Hands down, clearly goaded.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I think that's the OG. I think that's the OG for sure. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can't argue anything else. I think I like going back to play if I ever go back to like the older games, right? I think I like playing the Wind Waker the best, just because I feel like there's so much like stuff I never did in it. Do you know what I mean? Just because the map's
Yeah.
so big, you can like boat to wherever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best to go back and play. But yeah, the OG has to be the Ocarina of Time for sure.
Oh, it was so great. It was so great. There was no other game like that at its time.
Yeah.
No other game like that at its time. And I honestly, I feel like people shit on Majora's Mask way too much. That game was so good. As a sequel game, that was amazing.
It was
Like you
just
could literally turn into a Goron and a Zora by putting on a mask and swim through the ocean. Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hell yeah. What else do you want?
I hear you. I hear you. I was just too dumb to play it.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. It was really difficult for a lot of people when you only had 3 days, and like on certain days you could only do certain tasks because
Mhm.
like certain things would happen. Dude, it was
It was
tough.
tough. I don't think I ever beat that one, to be honest.
Looks like you gotta go back.
Yeah, I need to play it for sure.
You unfinished mission.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm probably still too dumb, bro.
I would need a walkthrough. I would need
Dude,
a walkthrough.
it's the 3 days thing, man. It just gets me anxious. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
I only have one day left.
12 hours. The world's
The moon's crashing.
so yeah. Our message to Sony Pictures: don't screw this up.
Do you
Don't
know?
screw this up. Don't pull a
Do you-
mid-am web.
did they say it's going to be based off of any video game or anything?
No, nothing yet. They just announced that it was coming out.
Because those that could be drastically different. Because like Link
Oh
is like
yeah.
way different characters in some of the games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Twilight Princess, he turns into a wolf.
Yeah,
You gonna have him turn into a wolf? That was fun. That one's probably my number two favorite.
yeah. See, that one was weird because it's like I felt like while like the very first time I played it, it was like kind of weird, and then I went back and then I was like, this is really cool. Like they put like a good amount of time into this.
Yeah, it had a good storyline and everything.
Dude, and
I
for the
really liked
time,
it.
the graphics in that thing was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt so real.
hmm Yeah, playing that we I think that was out long enough ago to be on the GameCube, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
dude,
that
I
was like
remember.
the last Zelda game on the GameCube.
Yeah, dude, I remember playing that on the GameCube, and the graphics were like crazy.
Yeah. Because I think it debuted, you could get it for either Wii or GameCube.
Mm. Man, GameCube.
To me, that's the goated Nintendo system so far. I love my Switch, but man, they just had bangers on bangers when they had the GameCube.
Dude, they need to yeah. They honestly just need to like came out with like the GameCube X or whatever and just drop the GameCube again with all the OG games.
Yeah, I could go crazy playing all them again. Go stupid. All right, so we have another story here. All right, let me set the scene for you. So this kid comes up to his babysitter and is freaking out like there's a monster under my bed. There's a monster under my bed. So babysitter, being a good babysitter, instead of being like, go back to bed, dude, was like, all right, let me show you that there's no babysitter under your bed. So they go, or there's no monster under your bed. So they go into this kid's bedroom, crawl down, get under to look at no monster, and they find under there staring back at them, not a monster, but a whole ass man.
Oh my god. Bro, your heart would stop,
I
right?
don't
Like
like.
could you imagine? You're like, okay, I'll check for you, sweetheart. Like, we'll make sure there's no monsters under there. You get under there, there's a freaking dude just looking at you.
Just bam, a whole ass person. And
Bro,
like imagine,
what
imagine.
happened?
Put yourself in that situation. Like you're not a 20 something year old bodybuilder. You're probably like a 16-year-old girl looking down under this bed, and there's a whole man right there. What do you do?
I know.
What is your first action?
if I was if I was a 16-year old girl, bro, I would just scream. I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know. I would honestly just probably freeze for like a good like 10 seconds. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would look at that mofo under there and just be like, is am I, what the like?
You know, dude, honestly, I was thinking about it, and like even now, I don't really have a fight or flight response. I genuinely don't. I don't even freeze. Like I feel like if I looked under there, I'd be like, dude, what are we doing? Like, are we being serious right now? Like, I wouldn't even confront him unless he was like confrontational, because like it would just be too ridiculous. It'd be too. I'd be like, let's figure out what's going on here.
How funny would it be if you as the babysitter like leaned down under and was like, all right, bro, the kid thinks there's a monster down here. Just like shut the hell up for like 20 minutes till the kid goes to sleep and then get out.
Like the parents are coming home in an hour and a half. I have an hour and a half left in my shift. Can you just not?
Like,
Can
bro, I'm
you
just trying to get my 25 bucks for the night and get out of here.
can you not can you not be loud under there? What sounds could you possibly be making?
But dude, what did does the article say what happened? Like, did the babysitter just call the police, or like what does it say?
It says she came face to face with the male suspect. There was a confrontation and he knocked the babysitter and the child over and fled.
So,
He just like full on out of my way and ran. It turned out the dude that lived there, the police found out was a previous resident that had they had a cease and desist on him for that house. I don't know why he was always trying to return there. That's weird.
what? Dude just wants to chill in his old place.
Guess so.
What?
And under the kid's bed was the best place. Must have been a vibe. That must have been like his safe space when he was younger or something. He was like, I just need to experience that again. He went under with his GameCube and needed to play Zelda.
Bro, I'm just thinking of this dude like running out of there, like running into the babysitter, running into the kid. I think of what is that like Family Guy where he like runs in place for a second and then he like runs into a bunch of things as on his way out. Bro, man, I wish they had some like security cameras. That'd be so funny.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Imagine that poor kid. Like, he's freaking out because there's a monster under there. He's like, there's a monster. There's a monster. Babysitter goes down, screams. Then this dude comes out and knocks both of you on your asses. It's like, I
Well,
can never sleep in here again.
right? And you know the kid didn't get a good look at the guy either, so he probably thinks it's a monster running out, knocking them both over. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like
exactly.
the freaking monster got startled.
Like, tell me it's not coming back. How would you ever convince that kid again that there's not a monster under there? Ever. You couldn't. You could. I'd be a grown ass man and be like, no, no. I've
Dude,
already fool me
that's why
once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
dude, that's why I can completely understand the babysitter just being like, bro, just chill, come on. I'll let you leave in 20 minutes.
or or be like look at the dude and be like, all right, we have a chance for you to do the funniest thing ever right now. That poor kid.
That'd be such a dub. That's funny, man.
The stories you could tell. All right. Oh, so we did get a question. People want to know what we think of the new casting for the Avengers Doomsday movie.
Oh, to be honest, I really haven't looked at it.
Oh shit. Okay, well, we'll save predictions for the next episode. How about that?
Oh, hold up. The one I did see is Robert Downey Jr. cast on it as
Doctor
what's his
Doom.
face? Yeah, Doctor Doom. What?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
Well, the way they have the multiverse working, literally freaking anything's possible. I don't know if he's gonna be like a clone of
Yeah.
Tony Stark, if he's gonna be another version of Tony Stark, what the freaking deal is. But like
Yeah,
I say, whenever we first saw that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be in this movie, I said we need Tom Holland's Spider-Man in this movie. And the moment that he sees Tony Stark's face on Doctor Doom, he's going to shit his pants.
yeah,
Cuz
for
that was
sure.
like his idol, his role model like growing up, and I mean he basically raised the dude. The,
Yeah,
Tom Holland's Peter Parker was Iron Man Jr. That would be that scene would go so freaking hard
yeah,
to see, or
yeah,
even
dude.
just hear his voice if he never gets unmasked.
Yeah, man. Marvel with the multiverse, man. Like, it's like the coolest thing in the world, but then it also sucks because like anything can happen and you have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
But
they're like, "Oh, this dude's dead." No, he's not. Here's 10 versions of him. Here's Chris
right.
Evans, who was Captain America. Now he's somebody else, and it's like, stop.
like
I'm so
like
confused. I miss the
it's,
days whenever it was just like, okay, this guy's Hulk. He turns green when he gets mad. I get it.
yeah, dude. Like the Chris Evans thing, man. Like, like is he on fire or not? Like,
Right. I love that scene whenever he's like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. Flame on. Huh?
bro, they actually. So I kind of hate that they did that because it just makes like everything so confusing, right? But
Yeah.
like, it was also so funny when they did that because I didn't see it coming at all when I watched
Me neither.
that.
I totally forgot that he played him.
Yeah, I did too. I did too. Well, no, I didn't forget. I always knew that, but like he was just so much younger that like it almost seemed like a different version of him. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But then when they did it in Deadpool and Wolverine, it's like uh, now it looks like he should be that.
Right.
Like
Why
he
did I
should
ever
be
think he was something
Johnny.
different?
Like
Duh.
dang it. Like
Duh.
he's only been Captain America to me.
Yeah.
And now I don't know anything.
They had it right in front of me. Also, that movie, it was, if you understood the story behind it when they made Channing Tatum Gambit, that was hilarious because there was originally supposed to be a Gambit movie when Fox had control of Marvel, and Channing Tatum was supposed to play Gambit. Like it
uh,
was scheduled to be filmed and everything, and he was hyped because he loved Gambit, and then it got nixed, so he never got his chance. And then when he was in that movie, all those jokes that they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm
that
gonna finally make a name for myself."
that makes it so much funnier. I didn't
Yeah,
realize that. I just thought it was
yeah.
because I just thought it was because like Gambit never had a movie. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was why.
No, he didn't. He sure didn't. But
Like partly, yeah, but it makes it even funnier when you know all the rest.
yeah, like he was so hyped that he was gonna be the superhero. That was his role. That was his spot, and then they just nixed him.
That's awesome, dude. All the like the low key like almost like the lowball jokes, man, in like Deadpool Wolverine are hilarious.
Gosh, they're so great. They're so great.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you get any questions?
Oh yeah. So I have one here. Um oh, okay. So what Shrek character would you be?
Part of me, I've always loved Puss in Boots because he was just like little badass kind of dude.
Yeah, that's a
But I
good pick.
really, I really feel like I'd be Donkey. I
You're just
really
an
feel like
ass, bro.
I'm not an ass. I'm just misunderstood and always just trying to have a good time. And I feel like Donkey's probably a little neurodivergent. Doesn't realize when people don't want him to be there. I feel that.
I was gonna say you feel that,
Yeah.
eh?
I feel that.
That's funny. Man, Puss in Boots would be a good pick for sure, for sure. But honestly, I don't remember the last time I watched Shrek, but I remember the last time when he it was the very first one, and like him not like Shrek not wanting to be bugged by anybody. I felt like I related with that so much. Like he just wanted peace, right?
Mood.
So I'm gonna be Shrek. That dude just
There.
wanted to relax, and I feel like it just like I just feel that. You know what I mean? And then like through all the shenanigans they end up going through, he's pretty badass too, man. Like he ends up doing a lot of stuff, like just fighting like literally a whole army and dragons and everything. Like
Yeah. Just to save the princess that's not even like for him, it's for Lord Farquaad.
he's like I'm just doing this to like chill. Like I just want them to be not
Right.
bothered.
Then they go and make a whole ass family. Damn. Speaking of that, it was like maybe a month or two ago. So my wife, 32 years old, she finally learned that Lord Farquaad's name was wordplay for Lord Fuckwad. She was like, "Did you realize that Farquaad sounds like?" I was like, "Yes, yes." Are you just now realizing this?
Is that how she said it too?
Yeah.
Julia is so sweet.
She didn't want to say. I should have made her say it. I'd be like, "No, what? I don't get it. It's
Just,
you,
what?
you're cutting out. I can't hear you."
Sounds like what?
Lord Farquaad, that's his name. What's supposed to sound like?
That's funny. But okay, cool. Yeah, I have another question here too. It says, okay, seriously, which one of you would win in a wrestling match, and then which one of you would win in laser tag?
Don't get us into this again.
I'm gonna give the 100% honest answer here. I would kick your ass in both.
Shut your freaking mouth, bro. You would get annihilated. First of all, laser tag, there's no doubt. Laser tag,
Okay,
there's no doubt.
all right,
Get
listen.
out.
In all seriousness, you'd probably win in laser tag because I'm a little bulkier now, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
probably not as quick and agile as I used to
I'm a
be.
ninja. You wouldn't even
So
see me. I'd be faster than the lasers.
you know what? You know what? Fine. You got the laser tag. Fine. I am throwing you around that wrestling mat, bro.
I don't care. Throw me all you want. What's that gonna do?
I'm gonna grab
You
you.
still, here's one thing. You might not remember this about wrestling. You still need technique.
You act like I was bad at wrestling, bro.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. What'd you place at districts?
Look, we
Oh
both
man.
know.
Oh
Wait.
yeah, my bad. Like multiple years too, eh? Oh man. That's
All right.
crazy.
All right, buddy. You
That's
buttered your last biscuit. Let me tell you. Who who had who got 25 wins? Who got the 25 win club?
25 win club. I got 25 wins, bro.
Did you?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I had to. I started off 19-0 my senior year. Yeah, I 100% had 25 wins my
Okay.
senior year.
Okay. How many did you get overall? How many did you get
For sure.
overall?
All right, not nearly as many as you.
Did you get 101?
I did not get 101 wins, no.
How many times did you get pinned in varsity?
I don't want that's kind of like a the best of the losers stats, so that's not really something I would be proud
Bullshit!
of anyway, so
You can't look at 101 wins and say the best of the losers.
not fair,
Bro,
bro.
that's
Did
the
you ever
biggest flex I have is never getting pinned.
Dude, that's like saying I'm like the best loser.
That's
Is what you're
not.
saying right
No.
there.
Okay,
You
maybe if I had 101 losses.
Dude, you're about to come through the screen, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's game over.
Dude, all right, listen, man. Your 101 wins, not fair to compare to my like. I think I only had like 70 something. Not gonna lie, but
Three
dude,
fourths.
that's huh,
Three fourths.
bro.
That's three fourths of the wins I had. How many times did you get pinned? I still haven't heard a number. Did you lose count?
I can tell you it wasn't very many. I could probably count them like at a few fingers,
You probably
but
can. You probably can. Very
but
few of your matches were won or lost by a pin.
dude, I would. I mean, not sure if they're a scrub, I'd pin them right away. But like, if they're like anywhere close to me, I would get up by a few points and I'd stall my ass
And
off.
you'd
I'm like,
ride it
all
out.
right. I'd be like, wow, you have to be good enough to actually score on me, and you're not. So,
Not me, dude. I wanted to get the match over with. Most of mine were pins.
what do you mean, dude? No, you'd like to give everybody heart attacks, man. You'd be like losing in half of them, then pin the kid. You like to give everybody heart attacks.
Hell
I did
yeah.
too. I did
You
too,
make
just
it
in a
fun.
different way. I'd be only up by a point for 6 minutes. Just
Some of my
let everybody
matches,
worry.
they'd be like 17 to 15 or like up near 20 points for both of us. And then you'd be like 2-0. You'd take the kid down for like the first 30 seconds in the first period and be like, all right, he's done. I wouldn't even have to watch the rest of it. We wouldn't even have to watch the rest of it because it'd be the same match the rest of the time.
Like if the kid didn't score on me in the first period, like pretty much everyone knew I won. Like it was.
You put those big ass tree trunk legs of yours around them and tire them out. Like they can't move.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I stalled my ass off so bad.
It's
There
not
was
stalling if it's a strength.
dude, there was one time, coach. It was a kid. He wasn't a great kid, so he told me to like work a little bit and like take him down, like do shots, work on my like shots for my feet and everything. And it was at a tournament, and I was like, so I go out there. The kid tries to throw a Jap Wizard on me, and I was like, all right, that's your first freaking mistake, dude. I pinned the kid in like 10 seconds because he tried to throw a Jap Wizard on me, and I was like, dude, why would you ever do that? So I just pinned him, and coach was like, what the hell are you doing? And I was
Was
like,
that
I,
TJ?
no, it's actually no, it's Coach Curtis actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, yeah. He's like, I thought you were gonna work shots. I was like, Coach, first off, it's a tournament. I'm not like wasting energy with a kid in this first round. And two, kid trying to disrespect me with a freaking jab wizard, bro. No, I'm pinning you.
That's what he used to always try to get me like, if you take him down easy, let him up, take some shots, get some practice in. No, dude, I will practice my shots at practice.
Right,
I'm not here to play around with a kid. If I'm
bro.
gonna pin him, I'm gonna pin him.
Especially at a tournament, bro. Like you have how many more matches that day? Like
Right.
I could maybe understand if it's a duel, right? Like okay, that's my only match tonight, and if the kid's a super scrub, but like, does it even make you better? Like taking down a scrub? I don't think
No.
so. It probably makes
No.
you worse.
Yeah. Let me see you take down a kid that's ranked in the state and then let him up. Get some practice in. Shut your mouth.
Speaking of that, we just made this a wrestling podcast now, but my junior year, dude, I was wrestling the kid that he placed first in the state, right? State champ. It was at districts and it was in the semifinal. Dude, so he teched me. But I blocked one of his shots, right? It was like I think I stopped for a second in the middle of the match because I blocked his shot and I think I was like, I did that. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's funny, man. But anyway, that's all the questions I have. But I will accept that you could maybe beat me in laser tag, which I mean I still think it'd be really close because I'm just like ungodly athletic still. But wrestling, I still think I would take you.
I don't know, dude. Whatever sprinkles your donut. We'll see. We're gonna have to have a rematch one of these days.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna
Well,
go nasty.
whenever you got the guts, let's do it.
Bro, I'm ready. Like if I could come through this screen right now and Jap Wizard you, I would.
Not gonna lie, man. When I was talking shit on your 101 wins, man, I thought you were going to.
You don't mess with me. Dude, I can't help it. That shit gets me hyped. I'm like the least competitive person until you challenge me, and then I'm like, let's go. Especially if it's something like wrestling.
Fair
Like you
enough.
could be like, bro, I will bench more than you. I'd be like, probably. So do it. You
Fair
can't challenge my ninja-ing.
enough.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to this episode of Delinquent Culture. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys think that I would whoop his ass at wrestling or not. All right. There's two solutions to it.
I
So
am living in your head rent free right now, man.
well,
Because
no.
there's no doubt in my mind that I would win in the wrestling match. So, boom.
All right. We're gonna have them vote. There will be two options. Either I would win or I would beat Zach's ass. So you guys can vote. See which one you think is better. In the meantime, we'll catch you on the next episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, follow, like, whatever on Spotify. I don't know. Either way, make sure you watch, listen, interact, ask us some questions, vote on polls, tell us what's good. Until next time, I'm Johnny Three Stripes,
I'm Z Stick 24.
aka the loser of the wrestling match. Remember to beat you, they'll adjust.
Peace.
Delinquent life, it's such a blast.